We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning and welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak for Wednesday, November 29th. I'm your host, Chris Kiefer, and we're going to take a look at the top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi. But first, let's start with your weather forecast. Today we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a high of 70 and a low of 52, 10% chance of rain. Looking ahead at your 3-day outlook, Thursday calls for rain. That's a 50% chance of rain with a high of 69 and a low of 43. Friday, partly cloudy skies, high of 64 and a low of 39. And Saturday, again, partly cloudy, high of 67, low of 38. Let's take a look now at today's top headlines. Mississippi lawmakers could have fewer opportunities to pass new laws under a proposal from a Gulf Coast legislator. Republican Representative Henry Zuber of Ocean Springs said he intends to introduce a bill in 2018 to limit legislators to offering general bills every other year. Under Zuber's proposal, the legislature would still meet every year. Lawmakers would pass a budget every year and would have the option to introduce revenue bills. Those include tax bills and bond bills, but they would only be able to introduce bills dealing with enacting or changing state laws every other year. Nationally, 4 states meet every other year. Also, 15 states meet annually but adopt 2-year budgets. Zuber said allowing general law to be adopted only every other year would give legislators more time to study issues and would prevent unintended consequences when passing bills. He said it would make it less likely for legislators to pass bills related to national issues that might be controversial for a short period. Zuber's proposal is a long shot, but he said he has met with House leaders who have indicated they would study it. A gas leak at a residence hall on the Mississippi University for Women campus resulted in 28 students being transported to the hospital early Tuesday morning. The leak was the result of a boiler misfire. Columbus Fire and Rescue responded to Kincannon Hall after students reported smelling natural gas inside the building. Columbus Fire and Rescue spokesman Anthony Collum said first responders determined a boiler in the basement was leaking. Collum said the leak filled all 5 floors of the dorm with high levels of carbon monoxide. University spokeswoman Anika Perkins said all 28 students who went to Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle were alert and responsive. They have all since been released. Kincannon Hall hosts freshmen and is one of 6 dorms at the 2,800 student university. Students were evacuated to Pohl Gymnasium. The residence hall reopened by mid-morning on Tuesday. Several volunteers from the Tupelo Lee Humane Society spent Tuesday morning decorating holiday trees throughout the city. The 11 trees contain ornaments representing donations that will provide the Humane Society with supplies this season. Volunteer Sharon Young helped come up with the idea of Santa Paws from similar programs she had seen work elsewhere. People can take a homemade holiday ornament in exchange for a donation in a nearby container. A wish list of items the shelter needs is on the back of every ornament. People can then put those ornaments or a monetary donation into the bins near the trees. Tupelo Small Animal Hospital has sponsored a similar tree for the Humane Society for many years. Young noted that the Humane Society is at overcapacity and is in need of supplies like dog and cat food, leashes, and cleaning supplies, plus toys and blankets for animals awaiting adoption. Donations can be made throughout the month of December at any of the 11 trees or online at TupeloLeeHumane.org. And in sports, the New York Giants are changing quarterbacks for the first time in 13 years. The Giants announced on Tuesday that Geno Smith will start in place of Eli Manning when the Giants face the Raiders in Oakland on Sunday. Rookie Davis Webb, a 3rd-round pick out of Cal, may also see action. The 36-year-old Manning was the first overall draft pick out of Ole Miss in 2004. He has started 210 consecutive regular season games. That's the 2nd longest streak by a quarterback in NFL history. It only trails Brett Favre's 297. Manning has started every Giants game since November 21st, 2004, when he took over for veteran Kurt Warner in the 10th game of his rookie season. He's also started 12 postseason games and has led the Giants to 2 Super Bowl victories. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Wednesday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Listen to the Prep Rally podcast for the latest in Northeast Mississippi high school sports with hosts Brad Locke and Dalton Middleton. They'll have a new episode later this afternoon, and you can find it in Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or at preprally.djournal.com. Each story discussed on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal or online at djournal.com, where we'll also have a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday morning at 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Kiefer. Have a great Wednesday.